So we spent some time talking about what a will is, that it's a legally binding document that's signed at the end, witnessed by two disinterested people. You've signed it, you're over the age of 18, and you are mentally competent of sound mind and body. You haven't waited too late until your parent, your grandparent, or the person that you want to draft the will is no longer mentally competent. So now that we have all of that in place, let's talk about why you want to have a will. You want to have a will because you have worked so hard during your lifetime to accumulate your assets. So you should have the ultimate say about what happens with those assets, not the government. If you do not have a will, then the government says what's going to happen to your assets and who will get them, how they will be distributed. Every state has a statute that talks about who inherits, how they inherit, and how your assets will be distributed, or your estate will be distributed. And your estate consists of assets. And the assets that would go into your will and would be a part of your estate would be real property, personal property, cash, even life insurance sometimes if you name your estate as the heir of the life insurance. But that's a separate topic. But the basics would be real property, personal property, cash. And in your personal property bucket, it can include cars, real estate, clothing, jewelry, antiques, collections, family heirlooms. Whatever you consider to be your personal assets is what would go into your estate. And also, just bear in mind that whatever is important to you, each person's estate plan is different. It's based on what is important to you. There's no specific set of rules that states what would go into your estate. It's up to you. It's totally dependent on what is important to you and who you want to leave things to. So don't think that, and so many people come into my office and they say this, don't think that you don't have enough assets to create a will. Whatever you have, it's your right to say what you want to be done with those assets. It's not up to the government to make that decision. It's up to you to make that decision. And more importantly, you know your family better than anyone else. You know your loved ones better than anyone else. And you know exactly who you want to inherit your assets. And you also know how and when you want those assets to be distributed.